Uncle Joe with Uncle Joe Hikes. We are, of course, at the Timber Ridge Trail. I just saw it and still had to turn around. And what we're going to do is hike up to the AT and then come back and take a look at the falls. Right now there's some folks down at the falls, so we'll give them some time. And then we'll head out and take a look at them. They're that way. You can hear the cascading now. So should be fun. Gonna run up here to the AT, get us just a few miles in, not a lot. And this is a leg of a loop I've been wanting to do, so I didn't get up here soon enough to get my loop in, but also toying with the idea of taking the boys, Miguel and Bubba, up here and doing that loop. So we'll see, but I wanted to get some of it and take a look at this trail and see how it is. And it comes out right near Carter Gap Shelter, so here we go. There's the way to the falls, and I believe this is going to be our way. There's a blue blaze. So yeah, when I came down the steps initially for the drop-in, I went to the left. You don't want to go that way. That just goes to some camping areas. You want to go like you're going to go to the falls. Come across that bridge and make your turn, which is actually awesome because this is beautiful. It's just phenomenal. You get to that creek, the trail's going to hook around over your right shoulder. And it just gets otherworldly in here. A little bit of a climb getting out of there. And yeah. Water coming down the side here. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. I am heartened that the trail's in good shape. I could see back behind me that they had come in and weed whacked a good bit and cut some limbs and stuff. I'm sure the further we get, maybe the less so. This looks like it's been cleared, but much further back time-wise, like probably a month or so. It's a little bit of a climb out of that creek bed, so I'm a little winded. Something was digging around there, looking for grubs or something. I didn't see claw marks, and it didn't look like snout marks either, so hard to say what it was. It could have been a hog, but I didn't see any hoof prints. Or when a hog or root gets a kind of a, you could tell it's been rooted, not just dug, and that looks like it was just dug. Somebody said, "Hey man, can you dig this?" He said, "Yeah man, no problem, I got it." We're still making our way up. Though the terrain's gotten a little bit more undulating now, which is nice. Well, it's been a while since I had a good scat picture. Are there really any good scat pictures? Not sure what that was. It wasn't piled up like bear often is, but it could be a cub. It is dark, very, very dark, so probably a cub or something. Moving along. We're at the southern Nantahala Wilderness border here. Who could hear a big cascade down the hill? We're headed that way. We'll see how close we get to it. And coming down this switch back to this creek bottom, we've been descending a good bit, which means we know we're going to have to go up to get to the AT. so we'll have some more climbing coming up. Oh, we got a nice little footbridge. And a beautiful creek. Oh, that's nice. This bridge is super slick too. There you go. Yeah, this is growed over here, buddy. The ferns have decided they want this trail back. These are tall ferns too. Almost hip high. Keep slapping at them. And my pants should have plenty of treatment on them. Doesn't hurt to be safe. You see a lot of dug up, rooted up stuff here. Looks like some hogs maybe came through, just judging by the, you can kind of imagine those as little snout holes. That's probably a lush little place to go digging for stuff, so it's like they worked their way either up or down this hillside here. We're working our way up to the AT. Got to be getting closer. Ferns really encroached down through there. Right there at the last few feet it actually opened up a little, but for a while it looked like this right here does now. Like there's not even a trail. This is why it's so important to treat your clothes. Can't emphasize that enough. Well, just passed a couple and she said, you got a lot of briars to go through. She wasn't lying. Went through a bunch back there. Of course, this is ferns and other stuff. But you can't really even see the trail, hardly. The guys trimming the trail gave it a valiant effort. They came pretty high up, but I don't blame them too much for not making it up this far. It's a bit of a climb. But we know we're on the right path because we got a blue blaze. So we'll keep on going. Hope we don't pick up no ticks. I hope that permethrin takes care of them. Still more growed over briars. Trail's really overgrown in this upper quarter of it, I would say. Just passed some people from the hiking buddy group. They said once these briars are gone, we should see the AT. I can hear some people hooting and hollering up there, so presumably we're getting close. All right, we just came from that way. That last quarter mile, almost half a mile, really overgrown. You know, maintainers probably got as far as they could for the day, and figured the rest of it was going to be a big chore. But we're heading on. We did pass a couple going down, and then some folks from the hiking buddy group too, as they're making their way back down. But we're going to keep going. Probably head over here to the shelter and take us a break. Got some college kids up ahead of us too. They camped down at Standing Indian shelter. They're making their way around the Long Branch over at I guess that's Glass Mine Gap. So doing a big loop out here. That's good for them. You can see the ridges over there. I believe Pickens' nose is out on that ridge somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. So we're making our way kind of downward here. Them kids sure make quick work of a walk. I don't even see them now. Not only that, I don't even hear them. Oh, to be young again. Well, here we are. The old Carter Gap shelter. This sign's a bit of a misnomer because this is the old location. I think the foundation used to be sitting over here somewhere. I don't see it. Actually, I think it may be over there. Been a while since I've been here. Let's take a break. Well, it's time to leave the shelter. Head back out in the wilderness. Yeah, it's been probably like 2 years since I've been here. Well, not like it changed, but it's been a little while. And the young'uns decided to keep on going. They got to get around yonder. They still got to climb Albert, make their way across the ridge. They got a long day ahead of them. I remember it was a long day for me to get that far. I want to say it was 11 or 12 miles from here, so they're doing a lot more than that. They're going to do that today. So. Oh well. The size of this room. And my trekking poles are there for scale. That thing's huge. It's bigger around than a basketball. So as I recall, that's where I hung my hammock, because I think I remember those two rocks right there when I was here before. So yeah, we just came back from up in there at the shelter, came out, and I just thought I'd look around and try to find it, and then I found that big old mushroom too. Time to head back. It's 3 o'clock, so I'm going to try to get back down to the car. Should make it by about 5 or so. Make our way down the mountain. Camera won't pick that up, but you can see the fire tower. It's on that first hump. Albert Mountain. We're almost to our turnoff. We just got treated to a really cool breeze, and in fact, right where I'm walking now, temperature just dropped. It really feels 10 degrees cooler than it did before. It's really cool, pun intended. Well, you got a little beacon there. Sun's lighting up our turn for us. Timber Ridge Trail. We head back down. Fight our way through all those briars. Now, the only redeeming quality of briars are those blackberries. Otherwise, they're just briars. And buddy, we are going through them. Heading back down. The first couple we passed told us we'd be going through some briars. Then we passed, I believe it was Chris Mulligan, and I can't remember the two ladies' names. I remember the doggy. She had a dog with her. I remember that she came up with her dog coming the opposite way, and we did the Arconquil with the hiking buddy group. So either way, sorry I couldn't remember your names, but good to run into you guys. And yeah, everybody's out. It's a beautiful day. It's just a few clouds in the sky. So I mean, it's humid, especially up here, because they got a lot of rain in this area. I think yesterday and last night. So, but the temps aren't bad. It's just humidity. But what are you gonna do? Keep trudging through all this growed over vegetation. Made it through all the tall briars. Now we're working our way through these fern thickets here. Glad to be out of the briars though. You can still find the trail, but it's pretty thick. If you were to base it on the first half of this trail, I'd say you could hike this trail anytime. But based on the second, or really the last third of it or so, the fall would be a much better time. Just because it just gets too thick up here at the top. As you can see here with these ferns, the trail all but disappears. You just get a nice little faint track of it. Pretty thick. Beautiful yellow flowers there. That hair on a dog's back. You can hear the cascades down there. We're making our way down there to that creek, but that creek's dropping elevation, heading down. I think all of the tributaries up here are going to move down and feed the Nantahala River. Goes through a standing Indian campground and beyond. It all gathers from up here. At least a good bit of it does. There's wilderness boundaries. We're making our way down. You can hear vehicles on the road in the distance, so we're getting closer. There we are. Beautiful. All right, let's walk back here. See why we paid so much at the door to get in this place. Laurel Falls. Trail gets a lot of use, which is nice. It also makes for some churned up spots like this. Some back there are a lot worse than this. You can barely get around them. Lots of roots, gotta be careful. A little bit treacherous right here. There's our falls. Beautiful. Nice pool. Heading back to the car. This tree to me is just otherworldly. It's crazy. Mud, mud, mud. Well, we made it back up. Remember, when you come down, you don't want to go to your left. You want to go to your right. The left just goes to some camping area. We're done. You can see old Silver sitting right here. Hopefully nobody broke in and stole my pet rocks. We'll find out here in a minute. But yeah. Timber Ridge to the AT, to Carter Gap Shelter, and we added the falls. It's done. Time for me to find some victuals.